I've heard it said that humanity in its future will experience 1,000 years of peace. It has been predicted by seers and prophets across the pages of history that our species will one day step into a tomorrow of our grandest imagining, claiming at last our true inheritance as cosmic beings and manifestations of the divine. It is my belief that this is exactly what is going to happen, and my further belief that we are at the doorstep of this new and wonderfully magnificent expression of life. All we need to do now is knock on the door. For it is, as one master so presciently said, "Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." It does not seem to me to be a coincidence, a mistake, or a happenstance that you and I have arrived and are spending our lives on earth at this pinnacle moment, witnessing and participating in this extraordinary transitional event. I think your soul and mine have come here by appointment, by design, by intention. I believe we have been here before, you and I. This is not our first visit to physical life on this planet. We've vowed to return, and to continue to return, until we've lifted this species to a level of divinity made manifest in physicality. Yet the day of the individual savior or the single master has passed. Our previous saints and sages, saviors and masters, all did what they came here to do. They awakened us to the possibility that all of us are saints and sages, and that all of us are saviors and masters. Now they walk among us once again, yet this time not to lead us, but to join us in the process of self-realization. Their purpose in their earlier visits was to lead us by example. Their purpose in the present day is to support us through collaboration. This level of collaboration is resulting in many other human beings experiencing what only masters were said to experience in days gone by. So we see people by the millions living lives of saintliness and wonder. And so we see messengers by the thousands stepping forward to share with their brothers and sisters insights and understandings about life that these messengers should have no way of knowing, no way of understanding, based on their own individual experience in this lifetime. Yet all people of the earth are now realizing, one by one, in slow but certain progression, that all have been given the ability to reach into the collective consciousness and to withdraw from it eternal wisdom on a moment's notice. This is the time of humanity's transformation. This is the moment in which our species is inviting itself to live out, at last, its true identity. And so it is that among the 25 core messages of Conversations with God is an idea that forms the basis of everything else the dialogue seeks to share with us and to inspire within us. CWG Core Message number 15. The purpose of life is to recreate yourself anew in the next grandest version of the greatest vision ever you held about who you are. For as long as I can remember, I've wondered what I was doing here. I can recall when I was 7 years old, lying on my bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering why I was even alive. Surely, I thought, there must be some purpose or function, some reason for it all. I took these questions to my parents, and, God bless them, they did their best to answer. But what do you say to a 7-year-old boy who's bringing you the inquiry of the ages? I then took the question to the nuns in the classroom of my parochial school. But what does a nun say to a first grader who's asking questions that people are asking in the final year of their doctoral thesis? So I took the question to the parish priest. Certainly the priest will know, I told myself, especially if he was a Monsignor and had those red buttons on his cassock. But what does a Monsignor say to a 7-year-old child who's asking questions that the Monsignor turns to the bishop, and the bishop turns to the cardinal, and the cardinal turns to the pope to have answered? So I exited childhood without a really satisfactory response from anyone. I spent most of my adult years without one as well. Not until I was 53 was something said to me that finally rang true to my soul. It was in my conversation with God. I had the experience that God was saying directly to me, "Okay, fair enough. You've been sincere and honest in your desire to know. You've looked at the question for nearly half a century, since you were just a child. Your search has not been frivolous, nor has it been meaningless to you. Okay, fair enough. You deserve a straight answer. Here it is." And then I received the message above.